Lisa here, and I want to tell you a little bit about an experience I just had with going to a beta test on Agile EQ for Wiley Disc. When I was in the room and going through the program, I had the opportunity to identify what's one of the emotional intelligence that I feel I'm pretty strong in, and then what's one that I would like to move to. And as I did that, I identified, okay, here's where I'm pretty good, and then identified, oh, wait a minute, here's where I'm definitely not good. And so I know that I am really strong in objective. Absolutely 100%. That is where my strength is. Where I'm not as strong and where I would like to become a little more well-rounded is empathizer. And so as we walk through a couple exercises, we get towards the end and we have the opportunity to choose some strategies to help, concrete strategies to help increase your empathizer muscle, if you will. And they are labeled beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And I said to my partner, oh, I'm not even going to read the rest of these. I am sure that it is beginner that I need to work on. And I then read them, and it turns out I did have the 2 beginner skills down pretty well. And I needed to move to the intermediate portion in order to start to flex that muscle. Had I not taken a moment and gone through the actual data, I would have been doing myself a disservice because I would have just been hanging out doing the stuff that I've already kind of mastered. The same can happen to you with your time management skills. Sometimes you are in a place where good enough is good enough and you're okay with that. And sometimes there is the opportunity to bump that skill level up a little bit more and gain a lot from it. And you just need to know the difference. And it's hard to know when you're in it. If I didn't have those strategies listed, beginner, intermediate, and advanced, I wouldn't have known where I was and where I needed to go. So what I'm going to do is put in the comment section below, I'm going to put in a link to a quiz, a 10-question quiz you can take that'll help you assess where you are in time management. And then you can determine what skill do you want to increase, and then how do you do that. And my advice is absolutely 100% use data. Take the quiz so that you have a starting place. And then reach out to someone who's really good in that skill, or comment below and I can give you some strategies, and ask them how do they do it. What are some strategies they would recommend that you take in order to increase your skill set a bit in that area. Sometimes good enough is good enough. Sometimes it's time to start to flex and get a little stronger in a couple areas. Take the quiz. Start to self-identify a couple areas that you feel really strong in and a couple that you think you might want to improve. And then reach out to someone who knows what they're doing, who's really good in that skill, and ask them for some advice. I would love to know. Post in the comments below. What are some areas that you really want to increase in and improve in, and what strategies are you going to take to do that?